A very good morning, children. Hope you all are keeping well. And we are again interacting with each other after your Diwali vacations. So, hope you enjoyed well your Diwali either by burning the crackers or by eating the lots of sweets at home, isn't it? Enjoying with friends and everything. So, now, children, again it's the time to continue our journey with our studies. Okay, and today I'm going to start a new chapter from your supplementary reader book, that is Footprints Without Feet. It is chapter 8, The Hack Driver, written by Sinclair Lewis. So, what do you mean by the hack driver? Hack driver means the driver of a horse carriage. Okay, one who drives the horse carriage. He is known as the hack driver. So we'll come to know about the hack driver over here. He is the main character in this. And this story, actually the hack driver, it is about a young lawyer. Lawyer means one who has completed his studies in law, and that lawyer is very innocent. So we have to see whether his innocence helps him or creates a trouble for him. Okay, so be with me. As you know, I will be explaining you this chapter paragraph wise and discussing the difficult word meanings in between. So be thorough with the chapters, children, whatever are taught to you. Now, coming to your book, be with me and look in your book and read it and understand. The introduction. A young lawyer comes to a village to serve summons on Oliver Litkins. A friendly hack driver takes him around the village in search of Litkins. Does he find him? Who is Litkins? So these are a few questions to us for which we have to go through the chapter and find out the answers. So we are ready now to find out the answers. Okay. So it's about the young lawyer, as I told you, and he came to serve the summons. What do you mean by these words summons? Actually, summons are the orders, okay, for someone to appear in the court before the judge. If any person has to appear in the court before the judge, he is being given the summons from the court side. Okay, so some persons are appointed to give the summons to those persons. Okay, so those are the summons. So a friendly hack driver takes that young lawyer in throughout the village in search of Litkins. His full name was Oliver Litkins. Okay, and he had to be presented in the court before the judge. So whether that lawyer finds Oliver Litkins, and actually who is Litkin, why the summon was sent to him. So let's find it out in this chapter. After graduating with honors, I became a junior assistant clerk in a magnificent law firm. I was sent not to prepare legal briefs but to serve summons like a cheap private detective. I had to go to dirty and shadowy corners of the city to seek out my victims. Some of the larger and more self confident ones even beat me up. I hated this unpleasant work and the side of city life it revealed to me. I even considered fleeing to my hometown, where I could have been a real lawyer right away without going through this unpleasant training period. So, what we came to know here, after graduating, the narrator tells that he had completed his graduation in law, okay, and he joins one firm, law firm, as a junior assistant clerk there. Okay, it was a magnificent firm. Magnificent means very grand, large and beautiful firm. So after having that degree, he joined that firm, and there, what was his work? He doesn't have to prepare legal briefs. Legal briefs means the legal summaries, the documents, etc. Okay, that was not his work, but his work was to serve the summons. As I told you, what is summons? That is the to order someone to appear in the court. Okay, that summon, that notice is to be given to the victims, maybe the criminals or any other culprits, to be presented in the court. Okay, and he found that work like a cheap private detective. Detective, you know well, spy. Okay, so he found that work so cheap. Like a private detective, he has to find that person to whom the summon is to be served, and for that purpose he had to go to dirty and shadowy places. Okay, the dark corners of the city, he has to visit the dirty places of the city to seek out my victims, to find out his victims. Okay, means the persons to whom he has to serve the summons. And some of the larger and more self-confident ones even beat me up. So see, basically children, to whom this summons, if any person is to be presented, means some or the other wrong that person might have done, that's why he has to be presented in front of the judge. And sometimes the people, they are afraid also to be in front of the judge, or to face all this law and court and all. So what happened, few of his these persons, those persons whom the summons are to be served, they who were very self confident on themselves, isn't it, that they haven't done any wrong or what, they used to even beat him. To whom? To this person, the narrator, who used to go to serve the summons. And that's why he hated this unpleasant work. He never liked this work, he never felt happy doing that work. Okay, and the side of the city life it revealed to me, and really that was the way of his life revealed, means it was the life showed to him. And sometimes he even hoped for what, to flee away. Flee away means to run away to his hometown, to his house again, where he could have been a real lawyer. Okay, without going through this unpleasant training period. He never wanted to do this work in which he was not happy, but it was his training period, because he had completed his law. So this was the work given to him, to serve the summons. But he wanted to practice only the law, he wanted to be a lawyer. Okay, so he wanted to run away from that city and go to his hometown and continue his the work of lawyer. Okay, next, so I rejoiced one day when they sent me out 40 miles in the country to a town called New Mullion to serve summons on a man called Oliver Lutkins. We needed this man as a witness in a law case, and he had ignored all our letters. So one day he was very happy, he enjoyed that. What he enjoyed? When he was sent out 40 miles away to a country here means outside the city place. Okay, to a town, and that name of the town was New Mullion. For what purpose? For that same purpose, to serve or to give that summon to a man called the Oliver Lutkins. The summon was in the name of Oliver Lutkins, and he had to be presented in the court for a witness purpose. Witness means the evidence, for proof. Okay, for the law case, some case was going on, and for that case he was the proof there. And he had ignored all the previous letters sent to him. For what purpose? To be presented in the court. He never appeared. So now the narrator had to go to find out that person, Oliver Lutkins. When I got to New Mullion, my eager expectations of a sweet and simple country village were severely disappointed. Its streets were rivers of mud with rows of wooden shops, either painted a sour brown or bare of any paint at all. The only agreeable sight about the place was the delivery man at the station. He was about 40, red-faced, cheerful, and thick about the middle. His working clothes were dirty and well worn. He had a friendly manner. You felt at once that he liked people. So now, here the description of that place, New Mullion, that is a town, okay, countryside place. It's given about there. So what is that? When the narrator, he reached to New Mullion, okay, he was expecting a lot. He was eager to see of a sweet and simple countryside. He thought that it's a village, so it might be so simple and calm place. But when he reached that place, he was greatly disappointed. Okay, why? What was the reason there? Here its streets were rivers of muds. The whole streets were full of muds. Okay, there was mud everywhere, and there was a row of the shops which were made of wooden shops were there, and some of the shops were either painted with sour brown, means that is brown color, or bare of any paint, or bare means, or some of the shops were not even painted at all. Okay, and the only agreeable sight means the pleasant sight to see about that place was the delivery man at the station. He was that man who used to um, that drive the horse carriage. Okay, so that man was there. And what is the appearance of that delivery man who was at the station? He was about 40 years old. His face was red in color. He seems to be a cheerful person, happy person, and thick about the middle. Okay, and he was quite healthy person, and his clothes which he had worn were dirty and well worn means torn out one. Okay, dirty also, and even they were torn out, but he was very friendly with other people, and you felt at once that he liked people. Seeing that man's behavior, it seems that he really liked the people, the job he was doing. Okay, of driving that carriage, he loved it, and he loved to drop the people to their destination places. I told him, to find a man named Oliver Lutkins. So when the narrator met that man, okay, the delivery man, he said that I want to find out one man in this village named Oliver Lutkins. Lutkins, I saw him around here about an hour ago. Hard fellow to catch though. Always up to something or other. He's probably trying to start up a poker game in the back of Frit's shop. I will tell you, boy, is there any hurry about locating Lutkins? Now, when the narrator told him that I came here in search of Lutkins, so now what the delivery man who was standing there at the station, he said, Lutkins. Oh, he means in the way he said that he was knowing that person. And what he said, I saw Lutkins here only. Okay, just he was moving here an hour ago, 1 hour before he was here, and he's really very hard fellow to catch, means really no one can catch that person. Okay, he couldn't be found so easily, and always up to something or other. He's always busy doing something or the other work. Okay, and he's probably trying now. What new recently he is trying for? What? To start up a poker game. Poker is a kind of game of cards, cards playing, that is poker. Okay, and in the back of Frit's shop, means one person's name is there, Frit's shop is there, and at the back of that he is trying to start up the game. And just he asked the narrator whether you are in hurry about locating Lutkins, means you want to find him immediately or what? Yes, I want to catch the afternoon train back to the city. I was very important and secret about it. So the narrator agreed that really he had to go back by his afternoon's train to the city, and it's very important and secret work to find out that person. I will tell you what, I have got a hack. I will get it out and we can drive around together and find Lutkins. I know most of the places he hangs out. So the delivery man, he said that he has got one hack. Hack means the horse carriage, he has one, and he said that he will bring that, and together they can go around the whole town, okay, to find that Oliver Lutkins. And he also agreed that he knows many of the places he hangs out, means where he moves or he could be found easily. Okay, next, he was so open and friendly that I glowed with the warmth of his affection. I knew, of course, that he wanted the business, but his kindness was real. I was glad the fair money would go to this good fellow. I managed to bargain down to $2 an hour, And then he brought from his house nearby a sort of large black box on wheels. He remarked, "Well, young man, here's the carriage." And his wide smile made me into an old friend. These villagers are so ready to help a stranger. He had already made it his own task to find Oliver Lutkins for me. So here what we came to know that how he was impressed by that delivery man, who the narrator. We can see here. Now we found the narrator. He found that the hack driver, the delivery man, he was so friendly with him now. Okay, and that glowed with the warmth of his affection. Means glow means to shone, warmth means with the love, means it seems that he was so friendly, and his love and warmth, it made this man, the narrator, hopeful. Okay, and he knew, of course, he knew that why he was doing so, because he wanted the business, he wanted the customers to get the income. Okay, he was a hack driver, so that was only his business, to take the people to their destinations and earn the amount, isn't it? But he was very kind person actually, and it shows his realness. Okay, and even the narrator says that he was very glad, very happy about the fair money. He was charging very fair amount. Okay, it would go to his good, means he was very happy that that amount will be going to a very good person. That person was very kind hearted and good one, to whom he had to pay the amount. So he anyhow managed to bargain down to $2. Okay, bargain down means to just bargaining, haggle down. Okay, and he decided that he will be paying $2 for an hour. Okay, for what purpose he has to pay? To find out Oliver Lutkins. And then after this agreement, the hack driver, he went to his house, okay, which was nearby only, and from there he brought a large black box on wheels. See how that carriage is being defined over here. Okay, that was the carriage. That seems like the black box, one black box put on the wheels. It seems like that. So when he brought that, he said, "Yes, young man, now you can sit here. Here's the carriage ready for you." And he gave one wide smile, and it seems that they were really the old friends, and now he's helping his friend. Okay, so the narrator says that these village people, the villagers, they are really very ready, immediate. They are available to help any strangers. Okay, this is the speciality of the villagers he found there, and he had already made it his own task. Means it seems that now it was not his work to find Oliver Lutkins, but that delivery man, that hack driver, he has taken, okay, just the duty to find out, his task means the work to find out Oliver Lutkins for him. Next, he said, "I don't want to interfere, young fellow, but my guess is that you want to collect some money from Lutkins. He never pays anybody a cent. He still owes me 50 cents on a poker game. I was fool enough to play with him. He is not really bad, but it's hard to make him part with his money. If you try to collect from him in those fancy clothes, he will be suspicious and get away from you. And if you want, I will go into Fritz and ask for him, and you can keep out of sight behind me." So now, how he is describing, the hack driver is describing about Lutkins. He said that, "Actually, I don't want to interfere in your matter, to disturb you for the purpose you came, but he says that just I am guessing that you are searching Lutkins. For what purpose? To collect some money from him. I think that that person might have borrowed some money from you, because I know well that he never pays anybody a cent. He don't pay even a single rupee to anyone. Okay, and he still owes me 50 cents. Means once we had paid the game of that poker game of the cards, and owes me means he is in debt, means he has to pay to me 50 cents. But I was a fool. That hack driver is saying he was fool enough to play with him, because that person, he never takes out or pays money to anyone. Okay, and further he adds that Lutkins is not really bad, but it's really very difficult to get out money from his pocket. He never spends or takes out the money from his pocket easily. And if you try to collect from him, if anyone tries to collect the money from him in fancy, means in the beautiful clothes, fine clothes, okay, he will be suspicious and get away from you. Then he will be doubtful, okay, and he will get away from that person, that why this person in very well dressed is asking money from me. He will doubt on that person and he will run away from there. And that's why, if that, here it means that if you came to collect the money from him, okay, and if he will find you in this good clothes, fine beautiful clothes, then he will doubt you and he will run away. So better you don't go in front of him. And if you want, means he is demanding that if you will say, then I will go to the fridge shop and ask for him. Then in place of you, I will be going there, and you'd never come in front of him. Okay, just you keep yourself hidden somewhere. Understood? I loved him for this. By myself, I might never have found Lutkins. With the hack driver's knowing help, I was sure of getting my man. I took him into my confidence and told him that I wanted to serve the summons on Lutkins, that the man had refused to be a witness when his information would have quickly settled our case. The driver listened carefully, honestly. At the end, he hit me on the shoulder and laughed. Well, we will give Brother Lutkins a little surprise. Let's start, driver. Now, when he was so eager to help by himself, who? The hack driver, isn't it? He said that I will go to fridge shop and I will only find Lutkins there. So this man, the narrator, really he loved him for his help and his kindness, for showing him that, okay, affection. And he thought that he would have never found alone that person Lutkins, the way he is being described over there, okay. But with the hack driver's help only, he was sure that he will catch that man for whom he came. And then I took him into my confidence. Then the narrator said that now I found that man, fully confident one, and I told him the purpose, that why I came to catch that person, because he said he wanted to serve the summons on Lutkins. He said that he has one letter from the court to be presented in the court, okay, to whom to be presented? Lutkins has to present there, hai na? So, and that man, he had refused to be a witness. Many times the letters had been sent to him, but he never wanted to be a witness in the court. And if he would have come there, that case had been solved quickly. Okay, so all this matter, that hack driver, he was listening very earnestly, carefully, okay, very intently he was listening, very seriously he was listening. And at the end of the talk, that hack driver, he hit on the shoulder, means just, okay, as a friendly way, he hit on his shoulder, whose narrator's shoulder, and laughed. And then he said, well, we will give Brother Lutkins, come on, no problem, we will give Lutkins little surprise now, okay, that what's the matter that he has to go there. And let's start, driver. So the narrator was very happy now that anyhow he got one of the best friend in the form of that hack driver to find Oliver Lutkins. So he said, okay, let's move. Most folks around here call me Bill or Magnuson. My business is called William Magnuson Fancy Carting and Hacking. All right, Bill, shall we proceed to Fritz? Now, he told about himself that most of the folks, means the people over there, they used to call him, okay, by what name? Either by Bill or Magnuson. And he said the business is named as William Magnuson Fancy Carting and Hacking. That is the name of the business. Okay, so the narrator also said, all right, Bill. He told his nickname. His name was Bill. So he asked him to proceed to Fritz's shop. Yes, Litkins is just as likely to be there as anywhere. Plays a lot of poker. He is good at deceiving people. Bill seemed to admire Litkins' talent for dishonesty. I felt that if he had been a policeman, he would have caught Litkins respectfully and jailed him with regret. So, yes, now when the narrator said, okay, let's move, okay, to that hack driver whose name is Bill. Okay, so now the hack driver again, he started telling about Litkins, that Litkins is as like, he definitely he will be there at the Fritz shop, okay, because he plays a lot of poker. He is very much interested in playing that cards game, and he is really very good at deceiving the people. Deceiving means cheating the people also. He is very good in cheating the people, okay. And Bill seemed to admire Litkins' talent. Here means Bill, he was admiring, praising the Litkins, this talent, his intelligence for dishonesty. See here, for what purpose he is admiring him? For his dishonesty, that he cheats the people very nicely, okay. And the narrator, he feels that if he had been a policeman, who? The hack driver. If he would have been the policeman in place of the hack driver, he would have caught Litkins very respectfully, okay, and jailed him with regret. Means that person will regret. In that way he was admiring Litkins. So he would regret if he would have been policeman, that why he is putting him inside the jail. Okay, just conception is the thought of who's the narrator. Bill led me into Fritz. Have you seen Oliver Litkins around today? Friend of his looking for him, said Bill cheerily. So now Bill, who is that Bill? The hack driver. He took that narrator to the Fritz shop, and there he asked that have anyone seen here Oliver Litkins today? Okay, because one of his friend is looking for him. He wants him to meet, and this was said by Bill very cheerily, means with happiness. Fritz looked at me, hiding behind Bill. He hesitated and then admitted, yes, he was in here a little while ago. Guess he's gone over to Gustav's to get a shave. Now, Fritz, to whose shop they went, that person, he looked at the narrator who was hiding behind Bill. Bill was the hack driver, okay. So, he hesitated. Who? That Fritz. And then admitted. Then he just said that, yes, he was here a little while ago. He was here in this shop only, but now he is not here. I think he has gone over to Gustav's to get a shave. Gustav's shave means maybe the barber. So he had gone to that Gustav's shop, okay, to get a shave. Well, if he comes in, tell him I am looking for him. So the narrator said, okay, no problem. If he comes back to your shop, please ask him that I am searching for him. Okay. So let's stop here today, children, and we will continue it in the next class. Till then, goodbye and have a nice day.